Yo, what up guys? My name is Negan. I'm new to Throne Kingdom at War, and I'm going to be bringing you guys this video about what I think the new update for Throne Kingdom at War is going to be. Let's go. Alright, before we begin guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. I will try to do more Throne videos along with Vikings War of Clan videos. I am known for Vikings War of Clans, and I've been around the game for quite some time. I may be small in power for Throne, but I know the aesthetics of the game, I know the mechanics of the game, and I know just how things function. So let's begin with what I think is going to happen with this new update. So a couple months back in Vikings War of Clans, we got an update called the Helheim update. And this was essentially a side game to Vikings War of Clans. And I believe this is what's going to be coming to Throne in the next coming weeks. It could be a week or 2 weeks from now. Someone said possibly Monday. We will see. But I want to let you guys know in advance what to prepare for and what to expect for this next update. So we're quickly going to go to Vikings War of Clans so that you guys can see what it is specifically I am talking about and what you guys are going to be getting into. Alright, so we are now in Vikings War of Clans, and just as well so you guys are aware, I do have girls. I have two daughters, and they may be coming in and you guys may hear them in the background, so yeah, just a heads up. Anyways, so in Vikings there was this section just up here, right here, and this was essentially just like a waterfall. This big like Viking looking entrance was not there before, so when the Helheim update came, that appeared. So let's go inside really quickly and show you guys what's inside. Alright, once you guys get in, you're going to notice a few buildings. You're going to notice 4 buildings. You're going to see this new character here. I don't know if that's going to be there exactly, but it'll probably be a little bit different, but it might be there. This section here, which is your reports, and then something similar, this one's called Mark of Resolve. I don't know what it's going to be called in Throne. This building here will be the entrance to the floors. This building here is to buy items so that you can craft materials if you have enough marks of resolve or whatever they're called. This building here is to build armor. And this building here is to allocate the points that you get when you upgrade your champion. Now, when you first start off, you start off with level 1 champion, which is this character here. You're also going to start off with level 1 buildings. As you go through the floors and as you 3-star the floors, which I'll explain in a little bit, your building levels will increase. Every time your building level increases, you get specific boosts that will help you for your main game character. So if you look under info, you're gonna notice these percentages. And these percentages are where they are now because of the constant play of Helheim. And guys, it is a bit of a pain. It sucks. The grind really does suck. But in the end, it pays off a lot. And you are just much stronger by completing all these floors. So for those players that have paid quite a bit already into the game, that have invested, you will just become stronger. And if you do not keep up with the other players, then you're gonna fall behind and you're gonna be weaker. Even though you may have completed all your knowledges, including the extra 3 that came out from an update, you will still be weaker if you do not get this done. Another thing that will eventually come out, I think it's under the same update, but I'm not 100% sure, we'll see, is the ability to upgrade your gear, and we'll talk about that close to the end. So let's go inside the building to see what the floors look like. So there will be a total of 10 floors, and eventually there'll be another update to increase this. We are going to be seeing this for Vikings World Clans in the next couple months or weeks, I don't know. Sorry guys, my daughter turned off the light. But let's go into floor 1 so that you guys have an idea as to what is happening. So when you click on the first floor, it's going to look like this. When you click on one of these for us are called nodes. I don't know what it's going to be called for you guys. I don't even know if they're going to be called floors, but this will be similar to what you guys have. So when you go into one, you're not going to have the option for auto mode. You're going to have to complete 3 stars to be able to get the auto mode working. So let's go inside and I'll show you what you guys have to do. So when you're in the node, you start off in an empty room, and you're going to have to follow these doors, this pathway essentially. Each pathway will lead you to either a type of bot that you have to fight, or like a treasure chest. So here I have a bot. I'm going to click auto battle and I'm going to kill it in 1 hit because I'm super strong. I've been playing this for quite some time, and then you're going to get points for that. Next one, oh whoops. Next one is going to be probably the boss. Well, let's just take a quick look. Yeah, so I have the boss and I'll probably kill it in 1 hit as well. And we're going to end it at this. But essentially you're going to go through the motions. You're going to have to go through each floor, through each node, and every time you complete 3 stars on the whole node, you're able to get the full percentage increase of the buildings to get the next level. Now you can beat the floor with 1 star or 2 stars, but you will not increase the level of the buildings until you have 3 stars on all of these. Now, like I said, when you beat each one of these, eventually you're going to get to the final one. Once you complete these 3, you will unlock this chest, which will then give you an upgrade to increase your troop specific stats. And they're all random depending on what they are. Now, the way to get the stats increased on buildings, you need to have 3 stars on all of these. So how do you do that? You'll learn in the game, but essentially you get 1 star for killing the boss, you get 2 stars for completing the whole node, which is this, and you get 3 stars by doing both of those but having half of your health still while playing. So that's how you get all 3 stars, and that's how you get the next level for the buildings. And why is that crucial? Well, it's crucial because every time you beat a floor, all of these buildings will increase, and all of these buildings will have specific increases. Now, another reason why this is important, and this is something that's going to be huge and mind-blowing for you guys, you are going to have the ability to most likely increase your troop march size. Every time you kill the boss, you're going to get these reports, and you're going to get the explored successfully. So when you click on that, you're going to see items that you get, but as you go on, you're going to get these specific boosts, and the boosts are probably going to be, they're called 3250s, 3,250% increase in your march size. So this guy right here, you're going to get something similar to that in the throne. And what's going to happen essentially when you use this, and I've used this by mistake so many times that I've done a specific setup that I will no longer accidentally do it. But let's just say your march size is currently 5 million, 56 or 5.6 million, or even close to 6 million troops in one march for your big march size. By activating this, your march size will increase to about 20 to 21 million troops in one march size. When you create a storm or an onslaught, I believe in Throne it's called a siege, I don't remember. But when you do a team attack, when you activate this, you will essentially have, with the other boosters on, about 25 to 26 million troops in your march. So you will be able to max your onslaughts, is what we call them, but your sieges or your team attacks, you're going to be able to max that with like 6 guys, 7 guys, depending on who has them and who activates them and how strong they are and how big their march size can be. So it's a huge game changer. You can now do 2 full onslaughts with this and kick people out of their stronghold or the place of power. Now, there will be another update down the road that is going to make things a little bit challenging, but we'll get to there once it comes. But for now, this is what's most likely going to come to you guys. You're going to get this opportunity to get these and increase your march sizes. So like I mentioned before, there are a few things as to why this new update is going to be important to you guys. And yes, it may suck. You might not be excited for it. And you know what? Plarium should fix the servers just like they should with Vikings and they should with Throne. They're not going to do it. So what do? We move on and we try to adapt. So let's figure out what's important about this. Every time you pass that floor, these buildings will increase. The more you increase these buildings in levels, you will become stronger as a player because your stats for specific troops and just specific things will increase as well. So once you max it out, I'm not maxed there yet, but the statistics are insane. Like siege during offense and an attack, 50%. Let's take a quick look here. Troop offense against T4s, 30%. If I get to the next level, it's going to be 60%. And so on and so forth. This just increases for all those buildings. So that is one of the main reasons why this is going to be very important to complete and to grind for you guys when it comes out. And then the other thing is, every time you kill the boss inside the nodes for the levels, you will get those boosters, those big boosts that will come out so that you can be able to attack and just fight in a bigger scale if you choose to do so. Now, warning, if you do that and you die, you're going to lose troops faster, and that's just inevitable. It is what it is. So let's go back to Throne and let's see where the possible new update is going to come from, and then we're going to talk about some other things as well. And actually, guys, before we actually go to Throne again and talk about where the possible entrance for this new event is going to be, let's quickly talk about what I mentioned, which is upgrading your gear for your fighting gear. Now, we have 2 specific gears that we use for fighting, and you guys do as well. One is for regular day-to-day attacks on towns, on tiles, and things like that. But then you also have specific gear that is geared for towers, for the I don't know what it's called specifically. I think they're called towers, but also for the place of power is what we call it, the center of the map. The throne during ours is called Jotunheim, basically the open server event where everyone tries to capture that main castle and there's one king of that whole realm. That's what this is going to be for. Those armor can now be upgraded with this new update, and I'm assuming it's gonna also be happening with the update for Throne. So let's take a quick look at what that is. So I am a melee type player. This is the melee gear. This is the best of the best for melee gear. You can only upgrade the best of the gear for your specific troop. So let's take a look at let's just look at my helmet or my head gear. Alright, so I am a level 5 for the headgear. Now, if I want to upgrade to level 6, let's take a quick look at what the requirements are. So I need 19 of this specific material. 19 of this, 19 lead, and 19 cotton. Now these guys here are your regular materials, and that's where tasks are going to become a big factor in the game. And then these are from your, for us it's called invaders, but this is your assailants. If you're gonna have to gather these materials by assailants. Now, it's not easy to gather, so there's another new thing that is going to be coming out. You're gonna have these super assailant ubers that you're gonna have to kill, and they're going to drop more items when you hit it. I have a video about it that will kind of explain and show you guys what it is. I'll post the link down below so that you guys can follow that and see what it is that I'm specifically talking about. But to be able to upgrade this, you're going to have specific materials. Now, what you're going to notice is here we have something called Helheim Fire, which we get from Helheim. I don't know what it's going to be called for Throne, but it's going to be similar to this. And by having this, you're going to increase the percentage of the upgrade. Now, once you hit level 4, the percentage drops from 100%, which is right here, down to 90, to 85, to 80, and so on and so forth. So it gets harder and harder. So essentially, it becomes a casino. And yes, it sucks. It's not the greatest. I've failed so many times. I've wasted so much materials trying to upgrade these things. It's not fun. But the percentages that you guys get when you upgrade this is insane. So normally this 49, 58, 66, 41 is not what it normally is. Let's go see what the regular percentages for this specific item looks like without the upgrade to level 5. Alright, so percentage is 40, 35, 52, 25. So let's compare this really quickly side by side. They're insane. And then it's the same for the specific gear for fighting in towers. Let's get to it really quickly if I can find it. So here I have level 4, which is my main. Here I have a level 2. So let's take a quick look at what the percentages difference is. So here is 119 percentage. That is crazy. And so that's 119. Let's see what level 2 is just as a comparison. This is a 97. So I believe it's like 80% when it starts off. I'm not 100% sure, but you guys take a quick look at that. But the percentages are huge. So if you can max this out, like, you become super strong, especially when you're fighting those towers. You will see a huge difference in your kill stats, in the amount of troops that you lose, like the amount of troops that you kill. It's just insane. And then with those big boosts as well, you will be able to take down level 4 towers by yourself, which is insane. So get ready for the hecticness with those big boosts, because those are going to go fast. Alright, so let's go back to Throne, and we're going to just chat about where the possible entrance is going to look like, or where it's going to be. Alright, so back in Throne, let's see where the possible entrance could be. So in Vikings, it's by like a waterfall. So there's really a few places where it could be, but I'm not entirely sure. This is one spot where it could be, but I'm not 100% sure, because this just leads to this pathway. And this waterfall could be the entrance, but I don't know. Now, Vikings could take a different turn and not make it anywhere inside of dungeons. If they wanted to, they could make it into the mountains. And something I noticed in the game, let's get a zoom in over here. In here, there's this little blockade, there's a bear, and then there's a tiny little stream that comes in. I think it'd be pretty cool, the entrance could be right here. You would click on here, and instead of being floors in the dungeon, it could be different levels in the mountain. So you're essentially climbing the mountain from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and then in each of those levels you're going to have those nodes that you're going to have to kind of go through. The other option that it could possibly be is right here, this little underpass of the bridge. That could be another location, or just right here, right beside this whatever I have here. That could be another pathway to leading you somewhere else. So again, I don't know where it could possibly be. Maybe it's somewhere on the side of the map. I don't know. It could be right here. But what I do know and what I feel is going to happen is you're going to have some sort of dungeon or side game that you're going to have to do to be able to increase the strength of your town. Alright, you guys, this is all for today. I know it's a lot to take in. There's a lot more that's coming to you guys, if I am correct. And let's just do a quick recap as to what those are going to be. One is going to be a whole new side game concept that you're going to get to be able to just essentially play and increase the strength of your own personal town. Two, you're gonna be able to increase your march size from like 5 million to 6 million troops to 20 million troops to 25 million troops, depending on the attacks that you do. Three, you're gonna get the super assailants. I forget what they're called. Let's take a quick look and I'll find out what they're called for you guys right now. All right, here we have someone, one of the characters. It's called a Black Inquisitor. Essentially, it's going to be a Black Inquisitor, but it's going to be like a boss. For us, they're called Ubers, and then they're called Chiefs. So one example is the Longboard Uber is now called the Longboard Chief. What essentially happens is this specific Uber or Inquisitor is going to be much stronger and harder to kill. Essentially, it's going to take a lot of hits. Like, you're not going to be able to kill it like normal. So again, I'll post the link down below so you can see what it looks like, but it's a bit of a pain. But by hitting it, you're going to get a bunch of materials, which is going to be needed for the next update that you're going to be getting, which is being able to increase the strength of your armor. So those are the things that is going to happen. So one, you're probably going to get like a dungeon type event. Two, you're going to be able to increase your march size. Three, you're going to have these inquisitors, like a chief inquisitor that's going to be stronger and harder to kill. And four, you're going to be able to upgrade your specific gear for fighting and for fighting in this throne over here, or your stronghold. And that's what is going to essentially happen in this next update. And then the future updates is there's a lot that's going to be coming your way, guys. Another update is that you're going to be able to have about 310 million troops defending this pop, which is what I call it at a time, or your stronghold or the towers. So you're going to have an increase, and that's why you have these bigger march sizes for your onslaughts, because these onslaughts will be damaging, especially if you can send 3 or 4 of them at a time, or 2 at a time. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know there's a lot of information. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, I am new to this game specifically, but I've been playing this game, the setup, the mechanics, for about 5-6 years now. So I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. The names may be a little bit different, so I might be slow there, but feel free to comment down below, ask questions down below. I will get to you guys as soon as I can. I usually answer right away. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys watch this whole thing, I know it's not the funnest thing to watch, but it is informative, and I hope it is informative to you guys, and I hope you like it. And again, it's not 100% guaranteed, because I am not in a type of streaming program for Throne. But if we follow the path that Throne follows compared to Vikings, this is the next update that's coming for Throne. So get ready, guys, because it's going to be a lot of grinding to get to where you want to get to. Well, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Peace out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.